Welcome to Paul McGinley Field for this Trinity Tigers men's soccer match between the Trinity Tigers and the Howard Payne Yellow Jackets. Howard Payne just getting announced right now. We'll run you through that lineup. Juan Uvalde in goal. Zachary Holman, Ashton Rydell, Ethan Molden, Anthony Herrera, Devon Connolly, Ravi Singh, Juan Naro, Xavier Saldana, Anthony Vasquez Arvizo, and Taylor Hefner. Your starters for Howard Payne? For Trinity, they've gone unchanged for the first time this season. So it's their lineup: Omkar Satpathy, Adam Knutson, Alex Ramirez, Louis Instrel, Hunter Cade, Jason Suko, Mark Donnelly, Will Powell, Cameron Smith, Luke Chandler, and John Connerall. My name's Chris Hockman. With me is Scott Lebo. Obviously, last weekend we saw the Tigers break through their scoring droughts and come alive. Scored again on Friday. What are you expecting out of this one, Scott?
Yeah, well, I think they're starting to find some really good form as well. The way that they're, for the first time, sticking with the same lineup, it shows some consistency in the team. It shows that Coach McGinley and the rest of that staff are happy with what they've seen so far this year and so far with this group of guys, and it's just proving that that's something that they want to stick with, and this is the style that they want to play. The formation likely going to be the same as well, so maybe things just starting to settle in after, you've talked about it a lot. It's almost like a preseason. You get to try things out. Well, maybe this is it. They finally found that consistent 11.
Yeah, look, for Trinity, it's one more game before they head into conference play. They go to Mary Hardin Baylor on Friday before 8 days off, and they play Shrine on Saturday week, the 28th, and that's when conference play gets rolling. So got a little bit of a break after this, but one more non-conference game. Tigers come in at 3-0-2, undefeated on the season. Howard Payne 0-2-3, so almost reversed records for Howard Payne. It's been a difficult start to the season, but they have set themselves up for difficult games. So that's what you want. You want your non-conference games to be a challenge. You don't just want to come in, at least not every game. You don't want to come in every game and just beat up on a team that's smaller than you. You want to have challenges. So that's absolutely what we have here. Again, got a good Howard Payne contingent up there on the grandstand. I'm sure more of them will filter back in after the women's team have their cool down and get everything done there. So we will see that crowd grow, no doubt, on the far side as the Tigers finish their announcement.
Joseph Trinity, Peter Blank, and Austin Wellman. Head coach of the Tigers, Paul McGinley, Trinity Tigers. Ladies and gentlemen,
we're going to have the anthem right now, so we're going to go on mute so we don't get pulled off YouTube, and we will be right back. We are back here, ready to go. between the Yellow Jackets and the Tigers.
Trinity Tigers, here we go.
Should be an interesting one. We just saw the women have a big win. I'm sure that'll fire up the men to try and match that effort, because now the women have the lead in the in terms of the biggest win of the season. Men had it 6-0. Now it's that 7-0 win for the women's side. They'll want to try and outdo their compatriots. But it should be an interesting game here. Who might play to watch? Cam Smith did really well on Friday, had a goal. He's always been an active player. He's playing a lot more starts this season. I believe he started every game, in fact. Just doing a double check on my numbers there. Yep, started every single game this season. Has a goal and an assist. He's been a dangerous player. Played for the Cayman Islands under-15 national team out of Georgetown in the Cayman Islands. And so we'll see what happened with that coin toss in a sec. As we get ready, Tigers gathering in halfway. Of course, we saw, was it Friday or was it last Sunday where they had a huddle that went on a little too long? It was Sunday, wasn't it?
I think it was Sunday.
Last Sunday, where the referee was like, let's go. I think it's the same referee that we had in that game. So he's not going to take anything. Eddie Huddles, he's already blown his whistle once. We're already starting a bit late, so...
Still hot. Still very hot.
Yeah, it's still hot. I'll give us our forecast from the fine people at whoever provides the data to my phone provider. I don't know who it is. It's just the weather app on my phone. 91 still. Feels like 93.
What's the humidity?
The humidity's dropped.
Oh, that's nice. I feel like that's noticeable.
It's a pleasant 48% humidity.
Oh, a 3% drop.
3% drop
from the start of the women's game.
It is way above. It is 5 degrees higher than the average temperature right now.
We're getting a little bit of that huddle situation again here as...
Yeah, HP is ready to kick off. Look, they're within their rights to ask the referee to kick off. They're ready to go. This time, though, I think Trinity got the message sooner than last Sunday. So get ready for kickoff. I have somewhere to be after this, so, you know. Quick game's a good game, lads. Happy birthday to my brother-in-law, Joe. That's the somewhere else I have to be after the game. And they'll have a second huddle, of course.
Wow.
Referee pretty unimpressed by the second huddle.
He's letting him.
He's letting him do it. He could also just blow for kickoff. We're already 23 minutes late.
Part of that's on the women's game.
The women's game goes long. Yeah, we don't schedule in a gap, and maybe we should go. So we used to. Back in the day, we used to, because if games were tied, they'd go to overtime, right? And so we'd schedule half an hour just in case it went to overtime. And now we don't. We just put them back to back.
See, but
2 hours.
Half an hour gets used every time anyway.
Yeah, so you know, maybe for the schedule masters, that's a thing to do going forward. I understand we want to keep as little a break as possible, but if we're already running half an hour late anyway. And there we go, we're underway. So it's Howard Payne in the blue. They're going to be going from left to right on your screen. Trinity in the grey going from right to left. Should say no, it's almost a yellow and navy they got going on. Same colour combination as the quadruple winning Central Coast Mariners. Throw in for the Yellow Jackets.
Second ball, Zach, second ball. Second.
Over the top. Rule gets on the header. Good run there from Hefner. Blocked by Rule, so it's going to be a corner. Thankfully blocked by the fence, so our ball retrieval team doesn't have to go too far.
Trinity got off to a quick start on Friday, and today it's a little bit the opposite. Howard Payne with the early opportunity to make something happen from a set piece.
Yeah, look, early goals can really put teams on the back foot, can change games. Any goal changes a game, let's be honest, but early goals can be especially dangerous. Good ball, far post. Second ball so important. Third ball, though, that time fell to Praveer Singh. Sends it wide. A goal kick here for Satpathy, who's really locked down that number one spot for the Tigers. Looked like they might rotate early in the season, but then Lynch got suspended, so Satpathy had to play, and he's locked it down.
Yeah, it's been all Satpathy since then. And I think he's been really good. Good value for the start, so fair play to him for earning that role.
Yeah, look, I mean, once you got it, someone's got to take it off you, right? So that's the big thing. Good ball forward on the right, sent in, tapped home by who else? Adam Knutson. He didn't score on Friday. First time this season he hadn't scored. He's made up for it 3 minutes in. He scores again, so he's going to want a second because he's going to want to keep his average going. 5th goal of the season for Adam Knutson. That's his first one that has been within like 30 yards too.
Yeah. He scored, I think he scored one from just inside the box in the second game of the season. Again, equalizer. But this is really well done from Will Powell. It's just a great ball across. And Trinity, who were down, pinned in their own end for a little bit to start the half. One quick attack, and it's 1-0 to the Tigers.
Yeah, we should say Knutson did have the ball in the back of the net on Friday, well after the whistle had gone, but he still did it anyway. So he'll claim it. He'll say, no, I've put it in the back of the net every game. Another assist to Will Powell. He had a hat-trick of assists earlier this season. That is then his 5th assist of the season, 11th of his career. And for Adam Knutson, like we said, 5th goal of the season, 18th of his career. A hat-trick would give him 20 career goals. But he's making up for lost time. He didn't score on Friday. Seems like he's hungry to change that. Already scored one. He'll want to brace, keep that average up at a goal a game. I haven't checked the leading scorers in the division, so maybe before our next game I'll have that. I'll have those numbers. But there's probably someone out there that's already scored 10. Knowing some scores in Division 3 sometimes. Ball sent forward. Certainly it wasn't expecting Trinity to have this hot a start. Powell again, looking for Knutson, keeper claims. Good claim from Ugalde. Just calming things down a little bit by holding that. Blocked there, but it's going to go out for a throw for Howard Payne. Plays on. Rule gets the header away. Play still down doing his shoes up. Which I thought was the classic move to slow things down a little bit, but never mind. They played on anyway. Big ball clear. There's a run coming, but I think it's going to be too long. It is. Claimed by the keeper. So now Yellow Jackets trying to move the ball forward. Just a little too heavy from them. Cam Smith back on the ball. Knutson slips as he gathers it. Good recovery. No, just went out before Smith could get there. Did a big looping run to get back to it. Just didn't come off for him. So a throw in here for the Yellow Jackets right on halfway. Looks like it's going to be Riddell taking it. Or Rydell, I should say, like the high school in Greece. Spelt the same. Just going to leave that one for Connolly. Some runs there for the Yellow Jackets. That's a good throw too, trying to find that run. Just the height was there for Trinity. Good footwork there from Hefner. But the ball goes wide. So a goal kick for the Tigers. Through 5 minutes, already 1-0 for the Tigers.
Taylor, overload here. Overload here at Taylor. Overload here. There's an overload here.
Satpathy's going to set the song. Satpathy has a boot on him. No wind today to speak of, which probably isn't helping the heat.
Just stay connected. Just be aware.
Because it is very hot here still. Tigers back on the ball. Sending it long again. Knutson tried to head it. It's going to be a foul against the Yellow Jackets. Trinity looking to take it quickly because Smith has made a run. Appealed for the player delaying the game there. Not given. Just tells him to go away. Maybe a little generous in the early minutes of this one. The referee not letting that go. Or letting that go, I should say. Rule just couldn't get the ball out there for Smith, the Tigers. And so it's going to be a throw in deep in their own half for the Yellow Jackets. Up the line. Headed by Donnelly. Flicked on. Controlled though by Saldana. Free kick here for Howard Payne to relieve some of that pressure. Bit of a frantic start to this one, Scott.
Yeah, you could definitely say that. Trinity grabbed that early goal, but since then it's been a little chaotic. Neither team really having a spell of possession. A lot of misplaced passes and some sloppy play, but I think both teams will be looking to settle in. The heat could obviously have a factor on that.
A big slide in from Knutson to win the ball that's created this foul for the Tigers. Was one star above their crest for the 2003 National. Wow, was that long ago? 2003 National Championship. Feels like it wasn't that long ago, honestly.
21 years.
Sent long. Knutson gets there. He was onside. Good ball for Smith. Powerfully across the face. Turns. Blocked. Falls back to him favourably. Shot comes again from Kane. Cleared away by the Yellow Jackets.
Again, this is something I've said with Hunter Kane before, and obviously he had other options on there than to take the shot again. But to some extent, that's what something that Trinity's been missing from their number 9 this season, that ability to just trust yourself, have a little bit of an ego, want yourself to be the one that's scoring the goals, and so take on the shot yourself. And I think that Hunter Kane's confidence in front of goal is something that's really helped Trinity so far. It's part of why he solidified himself as their striker.
Now, referee already having words there to Howard Payne, saying that's 2. You might have seen him hold up a sign 2. He said, you just did it back there and I gave it. That's going to be a free kick right on the edge of the area. Actually, it might not be that close to the area, but with the shadow, it's hard for me to tell where that line is from here. So free kick. Assistant's already set the mark. Big opportunity again here for the Tigers to perhaps double the lead early. But, man, early goal's going to settle the nerves. That's 6-0. They hadn't scored in the first half, so they could take some time to get going. Goes far post, but it's well headed away by Singh. That's going to be a foul. He just called the exact same thing the other way. So you got to call it again. Got the sense the referee's going to be busy tonight. Already a lot going on for him. Just some niggly fouls. I would say, he's done a good job keeping the cards in the pocket so far, but we are only 10 minutes in. But he's had a lot of discussions with players. So we'll see how things go, how that progresses throughout the game. Throw in here for Howard Payne in the attacking third. This is a really good run. Goes to ground. Referee says all ball, so it's going to be a corner for the Yellow Jackets. On that difficult corner. Come down under the tree. At least the tree roots don't extend out. That'll make it really difficult.
That would be a an interesting extra challenge to an already challenging corner.
Yeah, I think they'd probably move the field in if it got to that point. So swung in. Near post!
Oh.
So nearly went in. Cleared away by Trinity again. It's going to be another corner, this time opposite side. I think it's called, no, a throw in.
Ramirez almost had an own goal there. He didn't know much about it. It's a powerful ball in, and it takes a flick off Rule there. Oh, I don't think it hits Ramirez. I think it hits Luke Chandler, and I think there were some appeals for handball from the Howard Payne players. It does strike his arm. I don't know if I would have called it a foul, but
we
long throw
saw
here.
Today, actually, a bit of controversy around that rule. Girona versus Barcelona. Girona had a penalty wiped off by VAR.
Girona versus Barca. Oh, Girona versus Barca.
Girona, Barcelona, the Catalan derby. Not the Barcelona derby.
No, but there's an Italian side with a similar name.
Genoa.
Yep. See, I got the two mixed up.
Yeah, Girona also doesn't help that Girona got promoted. Catalan derby. They had a penalty. It was wiped off because the new rule. His back was turned and it was a deflection. So it's not a handball because he didn't know anything about it. But Girona fans were not happy. Physical stuff there. Well won by the Yellow Jackets. Unfortunately it goes up, but that was a really good work from Taylor Hefner. Really physical stuff to win that battle. Just didn't come off for him. Short passing. It's crisp from the Tigers. It's got the Yellow Jackets moving. Knutson's offside. Has a go anyway. Which might get him spoken to by the referee, just saying, hey. It was one thing on Friday where it was just in the box and it was a little pass. It's another thing to do that from about 30 yards out. Out of frustration. I think he was just frustrated that he didn't time his run right. So free kick here for the Yellow Jackets. Goes long. That was a very good boot. Well dealt with defensively by the Tigers. It's a free kick, or is it already gone out? I think it's already gone out. Is what the signal is.
I think Suko tried to take that throw quickly there, and then
referee reminded him that it was actually the other way.
Yeah.
Look, sometimes you can con a referee by taking it quickly. Good run there from Malden. Did really well too. Beat his man. Good pass. Good work on the ball from him.
Really well done from Chandler and Kane there as well. Chandler just clearing straight to Hunter Kane, who holds it up well for a teammate. Just can't keep it.
Pressure on the keeper. Oh, that was silky from Ugalde. Got an Olay from the bench. But wow.
Man, Hunter Kane put him under a lot of pressure. He covered a lot of ground to get there, but keeper cold as ice right there.
Yeah, if I did that, it ended up in the back of my own net. Back with Kane, trying to find Knutson. Good turn, silky skills. Yeah, that's the Ralston turn from Instrel. Cleared away. Going to be a throw here. Can be a set piece. We'll get another look at this. Just absolutely cool as ice here. Even faked the clearance too. Stunning work from Juan Ugalde. That's phenomenal goalkeeping. That's modern goalkeeping right there too. You want a goalkeeper these days who can distribute, who's good with the ball at his feet. Absolutely was there. John Connor Rule with it now. Ramirez had to step back, but he gets there. Ball now to Chandler. Ball's out to Powell. He's provided plenty of assists already this year. Sends it in for Knutson. It's taken a deflection. It's taken a few deflections, so a decision there for the referee. Pretty easy one though. Goal kick. It's a bounce back off of Knutson.
The Trinity came out really fast on Friday, which I think was part of the reason why they looked so solid and had such a good game. It hasn't been the same intensity or energy from them so far today, although that's a great step from Ramirez there to end up getting Powell the win.
Opportunity here for Instrel. Mr. Knutson blocked. And into the arms of Ugalde for the Yellow Jackets. Yeah, I mean, look, they've got the early goal. They got the goal earlier than they did on Friday, but I think you're right. The intensity's down a little bit. It is warmer. It's noticeably hotter than it was on Friday, even though it was hot on Friday.
Their game as well started at 8, so it was much cooler for that game than it was for the women's game on Friday, which was just sweltering.
Yeah, so, that might be part of it. They don't play... haven't played a ton of games in the daylight, at least for the whole game, the Tigers. They will today. Sunset's not until about 7:30, so I don't think we're even going to bother turning on the lights. It should still be daylight. Obviously, you want to finish in time. It's a bit of a drive back up to Brownwood for HPU, so you want to respect their time. Smith, beautiful nutmeg. Ball comes back to Smith. Can cut it back. Just didn't get around it enough, the Tigers. So it's a goal kick for the Yellow Jackets. Right idea, though. Had to cut it back. Just couldn't get around it enough. So goal kick. I feel a little more confident about the goal kicks here from the men's side. The women's side just so often were crossing them across the face of goal. Blocked. From Kane has a goal! What a hit! Hunter Kane! Won that too with his block. That's a heck of a goal from him. Well earned. And it's 2-0, Trinity.
Oh, that's a special volley from Hunter Kane. Just sits up for him so well. Hits it with his left foot. Brilliant. Just gets up and then drops so quickly.
Beautiful pass too from Will Powell with the turn as well. Tempted clearance. He does well to block it. No hint of a handball there at all. A beautiful volley into the back of the net. Keeper's just left standing. Second time tonight, keeper's not been able to do anything. Can't fault the keeper for either of these goals. Just caught him out. 2-0 Tigers over HPU. What a hit from Hunter Kane. That moves him to 19 goals in his career, his 4th goal of the season. I'll tell you what, there might be some banter in the dressing room between Kane and Knutson at this point.
Yeah, who's gonna be that top goal scorer?
That golden boot race. They're also racing to 20 career goals. I suspect Kane's going to get there first.
Kane had a bit of
he has a head start.
But what a strike from Hunter Kane. Yeah, I mean, he almost as well hits it with the outside of his boot on the volley. It's dipping, but it's also swerving to that far post. It's just up and over the goalkeeper. Absolutely no chance. That's one of the prettiest strikes you'll see in a collegiate soccer game.
Yeah, and we've seen some bangers this year. Some absolute banging goals. Knutson has scored some top bins, but that's such a difficult skill, that volley that you've got to hit.
And when you hit them right, they just have such a sweet movement about them, and that was one of them. It just so sweet, the trajectory of that ball in the air, and now they could be in again.
Just beyond, but it's back with Cam Smith. Headers there, keepers come. Blocked off a little bit. They're going to call for a head knock, I think. 2 players down as well. 2 players down there. As I just put some sunscreen on, stop getting burnt. Last week I left the game looking like a tomato, so I'm not taking the chances today. The player's down. John Connor rule immediately over. Not sure if it was a head clash, but that's my suspicion.
Yeah, when you see 2 players go down.
2 players down like that, and the referee immediately calls it. We'll have a look, and we'll see if it is a head clash. Yep.
Oh.
Yeah, not fun. Yeah, I don't think we need to see that one again. They're okay. They're both going to have to come out. Concussion protocol. They'll get a concussion check.
And that's one of the concussions I've had.
Was it the exact same thing?
Very similar thing. Going up for a header. Out jumped the other player, but he was at the more appropriate height for the ball, and I kind of just headed my forehead into the back of his head going for the ball. Both of us ended up with a concussion. Not a fun one. Really hurts. And yeah, I mean, we were playing indoor as well during that one, and I remember hitting heads and then knowing immediately that was a concussion, and somehow in some way weirdly wobbling my way straight towards the exit with my eyes closed, like just making contact, and everybody stopped and was like, what happened? Oh my gosh, right? And I just kind of wandered over to the exit to walk over to the trainer. Yeah, not fun. Concussions are not fun. And obviously, you see at the professional level in the NFL recently, Tua Tagovailoa, another concussion for him. You see the danger of concussions, and that's why it's so important that this concussion substitute rule has been implemented across the professional and collegiate levels.
Yeah, the Trinity not usually. Oh no, they didn't. Yeah, Mark Donnelly back on for the Tigers. You think he would have to? I guess they already did the concussion check on both players. Yeah, it looks like they did actually. So, presumably okay. But it is going to be Singh back on after taking that knock, so that's good to see. Always like to see players healthy. Big hit. Keeper Kames though.
It makes me think though that like the concussion check needs to be a little bit more thorough. I'm not sure.
Longer time off to really check it out.
You can't really be sure that somebody is going to be okay with just 30 seconds of a check right after the incident. I mean, sometimes concussion symptoms don't even show up for 24 hours after the incident. So,
yeah, we've seen that a few times in sports where players pass a concussion check and then the next day they're like fine. And then like they're fine straight afterwards, and then the next day you find them, you know, they'll be just going about their day and they just pass out.
Yep. Now, my first concussion, I had symptoms right away, and then next day I was fine, played in another game. And it was actually 48 hours later that the concussions really started to set in. So it's dangerous sometimes how hard to notice those symptoms can be. They're very different than the symptoms of other injuries.
Yeah, we've seen in Australia there's a cricket player who keeps having consistent issues with concussion who might actually be retiring. Will Pucovski, who's, you know, it's always one of those things you never like to see someone with a promising sports career have to give it up for concussion.
No, and that's.
But you never want to see someone give up their life for a game, let's be honest.
Yeah. No, and that's the place where I think a lot of people feel they're at with Tua Tagovailoa right now, which is unfortunate. Great player.
Yeah, what's that? 3 in a season and a season and 2 games.
I think it's his fourth actually.
Yeah.
I think a lot of the concussion problems he had were actually 2 years ago. Back in
maybe that's what I'm thinking of.
2022, he had 3 concussions in 2022, I think, or 3 different instances. And then none last year, and then one that was pretty scary on Thursday night because it didn't come from a very violent contact. So it was scary that so little of a contact did that, and then obviously he's having adverse effects after the fact that are noticeable on TV that aren't very fun to see. So
yeah, so grateful for the rule changes, but yeah, perhaps a little more time out, like force a 5-minute break or something so that there's not a rush for the players. I believe all the coaches just want what's best long term for the player, and you're allowed the sub anyway.
Yeah.
So
the player is never going to say that they want to go off.
Slip there from the Tigers, but it comes out. Knutson back on the ball. Bit far out for him to have damage, so you don't mind so much. Goes over the top. Just a little too long from the Tigers.
Yeah, I think Powell also made his run a little bit too early, realized that he was offside by the time Donnelly played the ball.
So Singh comes in, that's the change. So that's the rare situation where you're allowed to come back on in the first half. Came off for a concussion check. He's allowed to come back on, but he has to come back on for the player that replaced him. You can't bring him back on for someone else. So that's what they did. So it was David Wright was the player that was temporarily in there. But always good to see players able to continue and not suffering effects. Obviously, we'll keep an eye on them, make sure they're okay.
Now let me ask you, that player who came in for him for a few minutes, is he able to come back in later in the half?
I believe the answer to that is yes.
Okay.
Because it's the concussion sub. So you're allowed to be replaced. either way. Like, that doesn't use his minutes for the half. In the second half, obviously, it doesn't matter because you've got interchange anyway. But, yeah, the first half, it's a factor. And so, yes, I do believe that Wright will be allowed to come back on in the first half. Like, obviously, as a substitute in the first half, you don't expect to do a shift early and come back on. But everybody warms up. And the word for subs is always, I'm always ready to go, always.
It's not true.
I'm ready to go in the second minute. I can assure you that's not true. My favourite thing is when backup goalkeepers say it. You're always ready to go.
Yeah.
I'm absolutely not. I wasn't ready to go when I was starting as a goalkeeper, so,
No, it is true. You do need I always feel like warm-up is extremely important, especially when you're playing as frequently as these guys are playing. You can get stiff, you can get tight and have issues, and if you're not taking the time to stretch out appropriately before you come in and you work as hard as these guys are going to work, you're risking injury.
And this heat too, like 2 games a week in this heat, offside. And just in this heat, cramps are going to be a thing, especially in the Sunday games. Like, hydration is important. But we talk about hydration, people are like, you get a juice break, you suck in the water, you take water at halftime, take water before the game. But it's all week.
Yeah, it's got to be preemptive.
You've got to be thinking about your hydration all the time. Now, it's not just when you're competing. I used to run pretty seriously, and hydration starts before the run. It starts all week. So, John Connor Rule on the ball. Good work for Kane. Sent across off the bar! If that went in, he was definitely claiming that was meant as a shot.
Oh, it definitely was meant as a shot. You're not hitting across that hard. Wow.
That's going to be a corner for the Tigers. Yeah, I was expecting him to shape for the cross, and then he really smacked it. We'll get a look here.
No, and this is what I've been talking about with Hunter Kane. He just has that desire to shoot, and it's what you want from a number 9. You want that ambition to go score goals, and he really sets the tone for them with his desire to put shots on target. And look, they might be going for that short corner
short
again.
Corner worked on
Minstrel's
Friday. Minstrel's there.
Although HPU got
HPU
2
have
defenders over.
Obviously seen the highlights. Goes far post for Rule. Well headed by HPU to deal with that. And that'll be a throw in. So well done from HPU. Well defended.
Take it quickly. Oh, maybe not.
No, I think it just bounced in. Yeah, referee says that was way further ahead.
No.
Oh, no, it's a Trinity throw.
Yeah, so what happened here is they go and they say they're going to take, or I don't know what the referee is having them do right now, but what happens, the player picks up the ball for a quick throw-in, and he did over his head. He threw it like a throw-in from out of bounds, and then his teammate grabbed it with both hands to pick it up and then himself go do the throw. So sometimes you can have that risk where if you want your teammate to take the throw-in, you have to be very intentional with how you give him the ball so that the referee is not saying you threw it in and picked it up with his hands there. That time, it could have been given as a handball. Referee gives the benefit of the doubt.
Yeah, I think, look, it's 2-0 with 20 minutes left in the first half. It's not a game-changing decision, this one.
No.
Just let them do what they... I don't know. You could argue what they meant to do, although I think Trinity would argue, no, they meant to take the throw quickly and they miscommunicated. I think the appeal actually from the Trinity players on the pitch was that it was a foul throw, not for the handball, because I saw Knutson signalling that it was a foul throw. It's going to be a throw for HPU. I think they're probably only going to get away with that once, though.
Yeah.
I don't think the referee's going to be as generous the second time. He'll probably bring up, look, I warned you last time you did this.
Trinity preparing to make what looks like 4 subs.
That's about the time, look, 18 and a half minutes to go. That's usually the time you start making some changes in the first half.
Easy, Taylor. Drop Taylor.
We might have a water break, which is about the time we had the water break in the women's game. Of course, the ball's got to go out. It's going to be a foul against Trinity, I believe. No, against HPU.
Yeah, Ramirez just got caught in possession there, but he did really well to keep the ball under his spell despite the fact that there was a lot of pressure on him there. Does well right there. He gets that touch in, which draws the foul, which if he hadn't gotten that touch, he probably either wouldn't gotten called for, he himself would have gotten called for a foul.
Well, Knutson in space. Call from the bench was watch the shot. So I think there's no doubt that they have been watching film. They've done their film study. Powell turns.
Oh.
Good, beautiful turn. Has a go into the side netting. Thought for a second they might have gone in.
Will Powell, special player. He has had a great year.
So we're going to have the water break now. But Trinity will be able to make those changes. We're getting a look at this. It's this from Will Powell. Just
turn.
beautiful work on the ball. And then he releases the shot. Or if that's an inch the other side, that's a goal. Keeper's not getting it.
Yeah, it's just struck with so much power. It'd be really hard for keeper to get a hand on it.
So really great stuff there from the Tigers. Good passage, Will Powell. But I tell you, I'm definitely hearing things that HPU have clearly done their homework. They covered that short corner, heard him call out when Knutson was on the ball in space, watched the shot. So they have been watching these games. They know what Trinity's up to. They're not going to trick anybody tonight. Because boy, oh boy, did they trick their opponents on Friday with that short corner with Cam Smith just smashing it home near post. No, Paul McGinley, just clarifying the substitution rules there, because it can get confusing when you have the water break. It gets in the way. And so he's saying, no, it's the exact same thing as if we didn't have the water break, so you can make the change as if it wasn't. There was confusion, I think, last week because they did the water break on a foul, and the team tried to... The referee's blown his whistle. The assistant on the far side went back to get some water. Poor guy has to now run the length of the field. So have a chat. So, I'm ready to go here. After the drinks break. So 17:36 on the clock. Trinity Tigers 2, Howard Payne. Yellow Jackets 0. This is Trinity, good value for their lead. Have had a couple chances to maybe add more to it, but I think they'll be pretty happy with a 2-0 lead at this stage. Certainly scoring the quickest goal they've scored this season. 2 minutes in. And so we're back underway here. Goal kick for Ugalde. Sent long. That's a really good goal kick. Header just not quite equal to it. It's Dugan. Now Rule. Rule on the ball. Good ball to Baltov. Excited to see Baltov getting some more minutes. He's been playing sort of second half cameos a lot. Getting a decent run here in the first half. For Baltov, who's done really well so far this season. Baltov, he's played 79 minutes so far this season. In a bit of an extended run right now. Flicked forward, good turn. Is it going to stay in? Is there enough space? Yes, back for Perryman, has a touch. Defenders all over him. Chance came for the shot, but they covered well. They're really swarming well, the Yellow Jackets. Covering that there, definite foul there from Baltov. So, physical stuff. And chance for the Yellow Jackets to clear it away. But whenever players are in space, the Yellow Jackets quick to swarm. They have seen Trinity have scored plenty from distance this season. HPU don't want to be another victim of that. Chandler hoofs it clear. Oh, big run, big run from Hunter Kane. Right into the keeper. Good decision in the end from the keeper to come. Because if he wasn't there, I think that would have been a much easier chance for Hunter Kane.
That's brilliantly played from everyone involved because Hunter Kane, he's running onto that at full speed with the goalkeeper running in his face. the fact that he even got a touch off on that was brilliant from him. It's really even hard to get to it there. And then from the goalkeeper, just bravery to get going out there. Ugalde really covered some ground quickly, got in the face of Hunter Kane, and made it nearly impossible for him to score from that tight of an angle with the ball bouncing at that height.
Yeah, bravery is the key word there. Brave from both players. It's brave to come, it's brave to go into it. Keeps it 2-0. Good goalkeeping, and that was a really great bit of defensive work there too to win that goal kick. Again, playing it to the goalkeeper. Ugalde's confident on the ball for sure. But yeah, Devon Connolly out there earlier on the left, just kicking the ball back into the Trinity player. Knew he would win the goal kick if he did it. Have to get it exactly right though, and he did. Good ball forward. Good run there from Saldana, but he's pulled down his marker. It's going to be a free kick. And the appeal from the bench is that it's so soft, but doesn't matter how soft it is if you do it.
Yeah, I think JC Rule does really well there. I mean, he's so fast. For him, for you to beat JC Rule to a through ball, it's going to take a lot of speed. And so Rule recovers, gets there first, and then, yeah, there's hands on the back. I do think it is soft, but it's the referee's discretion, and in that case, like, there is contact. He has the right to make the call, whether it's soft or not, and he makes the call, and that's his decision, and I think he fair value for it.
Good chance here now up the right again for the Tigers. The ball's there, but no one running onto it. So it's gathered by the keeper. Yeah, Trinity will come to put the pressure on to make them move it. Make him pick it up. 14 minutes to go. 2-0 here for the Tigers over Howard Payne. Goes out for a throw-in for the Yellow Jackets. Oh, it's a beautiful little flick. Good chance here from the Yellow Jackets to get forward and do something. Had to take 4 defenders to man up on him. On Taylor Hefner. Hefner has had a great half here for the Yellow Jackets. Been really impressed with his work, and he's been all over the pitch. It's just been total football from Taylor Hefner for the Yellow Jackets. Tigers now on the right. Just 2 players really close together there from the Tigers, which isn't really going to be conducive to a successful outcome. Call for a switch from the HPU bench. Now a chance here for Kane. He's got space. Keeper shapes that he's going to shoot. So good work from the goalkeeper to make the save.
Hunter Kane's left foot is an absolute rocket. I mean, the shots that he has had so far in this game, he's scored, he's hit the crossbar, and then this one, it's going to sting the goalkeeper's hands, that one. And Kane continues to take the shots on. That's what they want from him. That's what they want from their striker. And Kane has been a breath of fresh air up at the number 9. Wow. My elementary school lisp came out there.
Hey, it happens. No, we had...
Back in the day when I was Scotty Lebo.
Well, we had, of course, James L. Jones had a stutter that he overcame. So, amongst several famous people. Moses.
Moses?
Moses.
Not a stutter for me. It's just the S and the TH. And it only comes out if it's like Sally sells seashells down by the seashore. That was pretty good.
Oh, you did it. Does it? That was pretty great. Back on the ball here. The Yellow Jackets, I think we're playing advantage. Still got his arm out. Oh, it's a beautiful ball for Hefner. Just beats him to the line. Throw in for the Tigers. Deep in their own half. Long throw from deep. Didn't quite come off for the Tigers. Yellow Jackets back on the ball. Really good stuff. Good stepping up there from Shuey, who has, like we said on Friday, it looks like he has switched back to playing in the back line again. Good before, but he's offside. It's a good ball to find Will Robinson.
And surely, I don't know if it was Will Robinson who was offside.
We have a pretty ordinary angle
we
here.
have a bad angle, but
some fans over there on the side. Looks like a cameraman up at the top lost their phone or something.
yeah, something.
Something
foul.
came flying down.
Oh, looks like it's a tracker. One of the trackers
one of
that
the trackers
Trinity
from
used.
the players, yeah. I don't know where that came from. Just absolutely flew down
just
onto the pitch.
Dropped out of nowhere.
So throw in for the Yellow Jackets here.
Hey, Kobe, hands down. Kobe, hands down.
Draws the foul. That was good work to draw that foul. No, it's a free kick. Drew the foul well, knew he had the arms around his shoulders, so just leant into it. Easy decision for the referee. So, free kick here for the Yellow Jackets. It's going to be that man Hefner. Decent ball in, but well dealt with by Trinity, although maybe a chance here.
Whoa.
Again, swarmed. Yeah, a little surprised that one wasn't a foul.
Yeah, I think Shuey had both hands out, but it's a chance for Trinity.
Big chance. Perryman comes forward. Yellow Jackets will be furious if this goes in. So I think they had a shout there. Goes to ground, all ball. Beautiful defensive work again from the Yellow Jackets. And again, Hefner took that free kick and then ran all the way back together. So throw in for the Tigers. Shuey on the ball. Big call of man on from the bench. He definitely didn't know without that help from the bench.
It was a good chance there for Perryman. I just think he telegraphed his intentions too much. He's a right-footed player. He wanted to come back in and take that shot with his right foot. But sometimes you got to fake that you're going to make that run to the byline to put in a cross. Otherwise, the players know that you're going to be cutting back for that shot in that situation, depending on where he is on the field. It was pretty obvious.
Now, we saw a similar thing in the women's game. Players just trying to switch to their preferred foot, and it sort of killed off the chance. John Connerall does well to keep that. Thought it might have got away from him when it went across his body. Ball coming back for Anderson.
Hoy's got a lot of space here. He might take on a shot, you know.
Over to Hoy. He's shaped to, but more of a pass there.
I think he was trying to look for that run of Luke Mayfield at the back post.
Shuey gets in, does well to win the ball. Wait in now, turn from Dugan. No, sorry, Anderson. Back in the middle. Tigers passing it around. There's Dugan.
Hard to tell them apart.
They do have very similar haircuts. Cleared here from HPU. That's calm, really calm stuff. Good work there. But it was Bryce Pence. And so now finally HPU will get to make the change. Poor Dylan Messenger has been standing here waiting for a long time to make the change. And so it comes in. It looks like Devin Conway coming off. He's put in a shift. He looks absolutely gassed. Just a lot of work there from him.
Yeah, struggling to get off the field and then almost collapsing onto the bench. Yeah, that's when you know.
Yeah, he's put in a shift today.
You did your work.
Big run here, big chance. Just couldn't get enough space from his defender for the shot. Good turn there from Dougal. Goes to ground. It's the turn that makes that.
It is. It is the turn that makes that. And his ability to turn forces them to have to pull him down. Just gets his body in between the defender and the ball. It's something that's so important. Talk about it a lot. There's a lot of different instances that you can do it in and a lot of different ways you can do it. But when you put yourself in between the ball and the defender, you're going to draw fouls.
There's a poster there from, looks like the HPU fans. I can't read it from this far away. Step over. Dugan sends it far post for all. Gets the header down in the ground. Those could be dangerous. Yeah, just went in a little studs up on the keeper. As a proud member of the Goalkeepers Union, that's always going to be the right decision for me.
It's an interesting sight right now. JC Rule, his hair's not in the bun or the ponytail.
Oh, yeah, he's let it
now.
loose. I like it.
Shades of David Luiz back there.
Maybe he's trying to get the David Luiz powers. And he goes to ground. Free kick for HPU.
Look out for him on a set piece from 40 yards away.
Yeah, not typically how John Connor Rule plays.
No.
Oh, they've taken it quickly. Not a great move, and now a big chance here for the Tigers through Robinson. Keeper's positioned himself really well. Good stuff from the goalkeeper. Came out enough to make that much more difficult. Good save. But basically, keeper comes out, really closes up the space. We'll see it here. With the keeper coming out, it's closed up the space that he has to work with, so it forces him to take that shot earlier to get a better angle. Because the keeper had come out, so he couldn't run and close that and make for a better angle. Keeper comes, closes the space out, makes him take the shot early. Really good goalkeeping there from Juan Ugalde. 4 minutes left here in the first half. Trinity 2, HPU 0. And so there's the answer to your question. David Wright getting ready to come back on. It's a legal change. He was the earlier concussion temporary substitute.
Feels like hours ago now.
Yeah, it does. I mean, it was fairly early in the first half. What was it, about 15 minutes in? So it's been a while. Cuts inside. Oh, gets that pole through. Beautiful pass to find Theis.
They're working it well right now, Trinity.
Yeah, good defensive work, though, from Howard Payne. That's just stopping that final pass. They just can't get that option. Big run here from Dugan. Hints of being pulled back. Just can't get through. Tried to beat too many there.
Yep.
Got through 3. 4 was the limit.
Yeah, sometimes it's hard. You start dribbling, start trying to beat players like that, and you get a little bit of tunnel vision. When you last looked up to see where all the players were, you were 3 players back, so the scene changes as you move, and it's hard to adapt like that when you're moving at such high speeds and making such intense cuts.
Anderson goes for Rule. Is it David Luiz that have a hit from there? Chipped over the top. That's going to come down easily.
Brilliant touch.
Going far post. I think keeper makes the right decision to stay there.
Yeah, he had defenders there, and Baltov was being blocked off by multiple players.
Anderson tries to give up a foul to stop the run. Doesn't do it.
In the end, it works out because Braden Shuey's there to clean it all up.
It does work out. Someone lost a shin pad in that exchange.
I do think it was Zach Anderson who lost his pad, but that's a guess.
Let's it go. That was the leg the shin pad was missing. He didn't want to drap that. That would have hurt. That's why he's letting that one go. Good run. Good ball in. Keeper comes, though. Been really impressed with Ugalde's command of his area. Just knows when to come out really well.
Yeah, we've seen a lot of good goalkeepers so far this year. Omkar Sapathi's been good all season for Trinity, and we've had a lot of good visiting keepers.
It's been fun to watch. Bit of goalie wars, although that is a thing.
That is. At the MLS.
Yeah, the All-Star game
All-Stars,
does it.
yeah.
It is actually a training drill that keepers will do.
I've played an interesting rework of that drill called Striker Wars.
Striker Wars is just a game, though. It's just football.
Well, what we did is pretty much the same rules as Goalie Wars, but 2 goals and 2 players each team, but no hands.
Oh, no hands. Interesting.
Yeah, but that's why you got a teammate with you.
Oh, that's a good ball. Really good ball. Dangerous attack here. Good run here from Colby Lara. Pathy quick to get back. I would have liked to have seen him just keep going rather than cut back inside. It's just going to be too difficult to get through.
Well, I think what happens is that ball holds up just a little bit. He has to slow down to take that touch, and then that allows Hoy to catch up. If that ball is maybe a little bit quicker, a little bit further in front of him, he can run onto it more without having to slow down. But the way it bounced with backspin, it just slowed him down. It allowed Hoy to catch up. He felt like he had to cut back if he was going to have a chance. And by that time, he was just crowded out. Ooh.
Almost a little short. Good goalkeeping again from Ugalde.
That's what you get with Will Robinson. He is an athletic specimen. That's what he brings to the team. He's just pure athlete.
4, 3, 2.
Ball's gone out, but there's not going to be enough time to do anything with it. So that's half time here at Paul McKinley Field. It is Trinity 2, Howard Payne 0 here at half time. We'll be back here in a little under 15 minutes to bring you the second half. Please stick around. We are back for the second half here. 2 brilliant goals. Makes it 2-0 for Trinity at half time. 11 shots to 2 for the Tigers. As we'll get those stats up, 11 fouls from the Yellow Jackets. 3 offsides to 1, 2 corners apiece. Possession 58% to 42%, which was exactly what possession was at halftime in the women's game. So
Scoreline was a little different.
Scoreline was very different, and the directions of attack were quite different. But that's where we're at. No cards in the half. I think Juan Ugalde, really the difference that's keeping it 2-0.
Yeah.
I think without him, it'd be 5 at the break easily. He's made 3 really big saves. He's got 4 saves, one of them not quite as big as the others, but he's been phenomenal in goal. He's been immense for Howard Payne. The Tigers will get back on it.
Oh.
Beautiful little flick back. Oh, it's taken a favourable deflection for Will Powell. Oh, cuts inside his man. He just goes back and does it again. Why not? Comes in. Had to deal with that. That would have been a tough decision for the referee if the keeper had to come and get it, because it's an intentional back pass, but Trinity would be screaming for it if he picked it up. Swung in. Powell controls well. Good work defensively. Good defensive recovery there from Wright.
Great start to the half from Trinity here.
Thrown back in for the Tigers. Ramirez. Powell on it. Ramirez. Great fake there from Powell. Signaled for somebody else to run and then ignored him. Back over for Powell. Can't turn, so it goes back for Instraw. He's hit him from there. Ball goes to Powell. Cuts across the face.
Oh.
Just can't find a man on the other end of it. It's out for a goal kick for HPU.
Yeah, it's one of those where I think he just, if anything, he wants it to be able to slip in at the back post if nobody touches it. But because of the fact that he puts it so close to that back post, almost goes in on its own, it's just too far out of the reach of his teammates in the middle.
Powell steps up, gets the ball. They just can't get it clear. Instraw puts in a fight. Now it's a run from the Yellow Jackets. Pereira. Back for Naro. Naro. Puts in a bit of a switch there. Beautiful turn. Creates an opportunity. John Connor Rule's speed, though, is going to win the day there and win a throw. No, kept it in. Beautiful work from John Connor Rule. Really good pass. Not just a clearance, that was a pass. Goes long. Headed away by Devon Conaway. Been immense defensively, has Devon Conaway. Run down for Kane. But good work again from Devon Conaway defensively. Gives away a corner, but was better than the opportunity that was brewing. Gives them time to get numbers back to cover the corner. Call from the benches, go short. Because they know. Because they did their homework.
They did their homework, and they know how dangerous Trinity were on Friday from that set play. Resulted in a goal, and it resulted in a lot of good chances. But Trinity have another set play as well. They like to have everybody line up inside that 6, really tight on top of the goalkeeper. Kind of doing it right now. Makes it really difficult for the goalkeeper.
So swung in near post. Headed away there well by David Wright. In the end, a foul spotted in the box. So it's going to be a relieving free kick for HPU. So still plenty of time in this one. 41 minutes, only 2 goals the difference. By no measure HPU out of this. But phenomenal goalkeeping from Juan Ugalde, keeping it at 2-0. Was never a big fan of this, though, when they play it across the face off a goal kick. Why not just set it up on the other side? You chose to put the ball there.
See, I'm fine with that first pass because nobody's getting that except for a center back who's already in the box. But it was when, in the earlier games, when they kept going back to the goalkeeper then from there, that's too dangerous for me. If the space is on, though, to switch, you got to take it. You can't pass that up.
Good ball forward. Kane's going to get there. Keeps it in. Cut back.
There it is. Oh!
It's just wide.
I thought Will Powell had found that bottom corner for sure.
Just wide. We're going to look at it. Oh, keeper was absolutely stranded too. Well, maybe that'll be a chance. So let off there for Howard Payne. Decent effort though from Will Powell. Would be his first goal of the season. So a drop ball there.
Hit the ref.
Because it came off the referee. That's the new rule. Used to be play on. Even if it hit the back of the net. If it bounced off the referee and into the back of the net, it's play on. Not anymore. It's a drop ball. It's always the worst feeling as a referee, though. Getting hit by the ball. Flick over the top, but I think Knutson was coming back from an offside position.
Have you ever seen the video of that referee who just strikes the ball into the back of the net from like 40 yards away, just randomly in the game?
That is brilliant. I haven't seen that one. Good ball forward. Just got stuck in the pitch, although big chance here. Has a guy a little too tame to be a goalkeeper of this quality.
No, but Kane still not shy of shooting. Likes to have an effort.
It's because he wants to get ahead of Knutson.
He does. And he might here.
Oh, he's stolen possession right on the edge of the area. Just couldn't get his boot around it. His head's in his hands.
Yeah, and I think there the mistake is, and this is, nitpicking because Hunter Kane scores so many goals by shooting with such power, but I really do think he could have just passed that one on the ground into the back of the net. Kane likes to go for the spectacular. It helps Trinity a lot, but on that occasion, he might be gifted again.
Another mistake at the back line from HPU, and the numbers are there. Huge chance. Has a goal across the face.
How close are they going to come?
We have had one come off the post already today. But wow, that's 3 in a row that probably should have been in. I will say, on that shot earlier for Kane, Ugalde comes up and gets right in his face, and I think that puts him off.
Go be higher! Go be higher!
So, goal kick. This time goes along. Probably a smart decision after those earlier issues. Massive calls for handball. I will say referee's unsided to that. Sapathi's come.
Wow, what a
attempted
tackle.
to chip. Beautiful challenge. Sapathi's down.
I think JC took him out. JC gets contact on the ball. He's the one that knocks it away. But then I think either him or the HPU player, their follow-through after the tackle is made by Rule just collides into Sapathi, and that's a painful one for him.
No, we should say follow-through, meaning momentum, not getting stuck in at all there. So no intent if it was the HPU player that got him. It was just following through trying to get the ball. It happens.
No, it's 3 players going really hard for a 50-50, or I guess a
33.33.
But Josh Lynch is getting ready, which indicates to me that this is a serious injury. I'm not sure how they would
you got to look
as
a backup keeper. You got to get ready just in case change comes.
Yep.
I've seen plenty of times goalkeepers get ready, sit back down. But yeah, they might not want to take the chance with a goalkeeper. But he's back up on his feet. He is going to come off though. He's taken off his gloves. So the goalkeeper's kind of the exception. The goalkeeper can stay on if a trainer comes out, but he's going to come off. So Sapathi makes way after the hit.
This could be a big opportunity for Josh Lynch, too. You talked about Omkar Sapathi kind of won that starting spot out of a rotational between the two of them when Josh picked up a suspension, and now could go the other way. Josh maybe could win some of that time back.
Of course, the challenge in that game was Sapathi came in for Lynch, and then first action was to pick the ball out of the back of the net. So we'll see if it happens the other way around. Corner kick. Swung in. There's a header. Oh, right place. Will Powell on the line. Don't think he knew a ton about it, but that's why you put someone on the post, and now maybe a chance on the counter.
Great touch
for
Suko.
Trinity. Suko gets around. It's gone out for a throw.
They're going to go quick.
They're trying to go quick. Kane's there. Can't be offside on the throw. Might not have been anyway. Sends it high. It's bounced in the box. You never want to do that defensively. Oh, beautiful football here. Chance to maybe have a shot. Played it through. That was the signal. Cleared away by the Yellow Jackets. Tigers will gather this in through Luke Chandler. Instrull. Played out wide for Powell. Just can't find him. Block comes. It stays in. Chandler and Instrull.
Wow. That was really smooth between the pair of them.
Took the hit.
And the ref's going to play advantage
He is
here.
playing advantage, but he might actually stop it and go back because the players stayed down. He is going to stop it. My question is he calling the foul or is he going to call it a drop ball? I think he's called the foul.
Well, I think the early indication was that it was advantage beforehand.
And that was Ramirez down, I believe, yes. But he seems to be okay. Just one of those things where you get taken out on the turn and it can hurt. But he stayed down. I think it was right to stop it and check on him. Wasn't much of an advantage going from this far deep anyway. So John Connor rule.
Yeah, and HPU had a lot of players behind the ball at that point.
Knutson. Yeah, I mean that wasn't a goal scoring opportunity. It's fine. Pull it back. Check on the player. Always check on the player. Your first job as a referee is player welfare. Every other job is second. They want the switch. Chandler wanted it. Oh, beautiful flick on for Knutson. Just couldn't get it out from his feet, and that's because of that defensive pressure. He just couldn't get it out. Really good defensive pressure from HPU there.
Yeah, and you talk about it a lot. It's you don't have to always win the ball as a defender. Sometimes you're not even going to have a chance at winning the ball, and in that case, it's one of them. You just got to put Adam Knutson off and make that shot as difficult as possible. He's gotten himself into that good space already. There's not much you can do as a defender from there, so you just want to put him off and make it as difficult as you possibly can. If you dive in there, you might give away a penalty.
Yeah, so important to note. Like, he did so well to just stay on his feet and put him off. Really great work with his body as well. Good defensive work. Really phenomenal stuff from HPU. And now, a chance to send the ball into the box from this free kick just inside their own half. That's what they do. Sent very long. Header won by the Tigers. Clearance isn't quite there. And now HPU just can't keep the ball in. It's frustration on the bench. And Tigers play quickly. Instrull turns.
Great switch.
Gets a switch of play on. Powell's making a run. Wants to switch the other way. He's wide open. He calls for it. Switch comes. I think it's going to hold up, though. It does.
Just too much backspin on it, but it's still alive for them.
Knutson. So he wants his brace because he's been pegged back by Kane. Blocked, but he's still there. Fell very favourably for the Tigers.
Oh,
it was there! Golden opportunity for Will Powell. Just couldn't get to it. You said it earlier. How close is it going to get for the Tigers? That one might be the closest yet in this half. He could have nearly backheeled it in if that pass was a millimetre the other way. Powell now back on the ball.
millimetre either way, and I think he would have scored.
Yeah, true. Oh, it was good footwork. Really good work from Ramirez. Has a go! Decent shot,
I think
just
he had it
wide.
covered.
Yeah, I think he did
had
too.
it covered.
With how Ugaldi's been playing, that's exactly what I would expect, that he had it covered.
Yeah, just looking at it from this angle, we had such a good angle of that shot. Almost nestled into that far bottom corner,
We're
but
getting a look here.
I think he just gets down and covers that corner
Yeah,
before.
he knows exactly where his post is.
It's a great
too.
effort, though. It's a great effort, though. And those can be some of the most dangerous shots in the game if you can get them low and away like that.
Yeah, look, and it could have taken a bobble is the other thing, you know, if it was just in front of the keeper. Powell off balance. Both teams want to foul there. I think there was a case for Howard Payne.
I think there was a case for both teams. I think Powell gets fouled beforehand, and then he is off balance and falls on top of the Howard Payne player. And in my opinion, you could call that either way. You could say, all right, Powell's been fouled, or you could say, okay, now Powell's fouled somebody else. So maybe the right decision from the referee to say one each, and we'll
cancel them out.
Cancel them out.
Instrull goes back to Ramirez. He's got Rule there on the left. He's going to bypass Rule. He's going to take a big run. You know what? He's going to get there, though. The challenge is he's got to stop his momentum. Time to fucking on. Chance there for the open net. Suko puts it away. Jason Suko with the goal. Net was wide open. That is his first collegiate goal for Jason Suko. We'll have a look at it here. This is going to be a great angle of everything too. Beautiful cutback. Just couldn't get there, but it drew the keeper. And Suko's there to follow it up. Got enough time, takes the touch, passes it into the back of the net. Beautiful work from Jason Suko. Cam Smith gets the assist. But first goal of his career for Jason Suko, former San Antonio FC Academy captain. His brother Justin currently playing for the Richmond Kickers in USL League One.
Huge amount of credit to Suko. I think his first start of the season was Friday. He had played a decent amount in games before that, but first start of the season, and he earned himself a second straight start, which we haven't seen happen a lot. That starting lineup has changed, and he's been a part of the first one to be the same 2 games in a row. So big moment for him in his collegiate career. I think he's earned it. He's done really well. And then, of course, again, Cam Smith, brilliant in creating opportunities for teammates to score off of. Again, there, another brilliant move from him, a great cross. Didn't find Hunter Kane, but he did find Suko, and Trinity take a third goal.
Yeah, it was his third assist of his career for Cam Smith, second of the season. For Suko, important note, he's had 2 straight games with assists coming into this one, and now he's added a goal to it. Well deserved. He's been working hard. He's been in there. He was a high school All-American at Reagan here in San Antonio, the Rattlers. So even though his stat sheet says Jacksonville Beach, Florida, went to high school here in San Antonio. It's a local product, really. Just can't get that under control. Does in the end. Really good work from Kane. Smith making a big run. Knutson looking for options. You never know with Knutson. He might be looking to shoot. Looks up, has a go. But it's been good work from Trinity.
Yeah, they've controlled this second half.
Yeah, they've just been, and that's all you want, really. You're 2-0 up. Look, just control the game. Hey, we get some extra goals. You get some extra goals. That's what you want as a team. Powell been really impressive today. Cuts it back again. Another chance for Suko. Oh, it's cleared off the line. Knutson can't get it away. He can't get the goal.
He's inches away as well.
Oh, phenomenal stuff defensively from the Yellow Jackets.
How that stays out.
On both occasions, honestly, because this is a beautiful cutback. Suko has got to be thinking, I've got to brace. Cleared off the line once. Cleared off the line again. Phenomenal stuff
both
there.
Times. It's Connolly both
Connolly,
times. What
just
a moment.
Phenomenal stuff from him. A rare moment where the keeper was completely out of it. Connolly has been immense defensively for the Yellow Jackets. Does it again. That's gone straight out, I think. No. Free kick in the box. Wow. It's just one of those games where you're going to leave it so disappointed if you're Connolly too. You're 3-0.
Yeah.
You're going to be like, man.
As a centre back as well.
I didn't do well. We conceded 3, and he's had a phenomenal game.
Yeah.
He really has. He's done so well.
No, it's one of those unfortunate things when you're at the pro level and they have the player match ratings that allowing goals will take down certain players' match ratings just naturally, which to some extent I understand, but sometimes you'll have a guy who has a great game and then they'll have a terrible match rating because they're a defender who allowed multiple goals.
Yeah, I mean, it's a challenge, right? Because match rating is supposed to be like an eye test.
Yeah.
It's not really like a statistical thing. It's not like plus minus in hockey.
No, it's how well did you play, period.
Yeah, and so it shouldn't matter. If your team concede goals, if you're not at fault for them, I don't think that should impact your rating. But yeah, unfortunately it does a lot of the time. It's not a statistical point. It's just a talking point. So, but again, it does make it it is hard to justify giving a centre back like an 8 when they've conceded 3, right? So it's a challenge. But it's not plus minus in hockey, which is just a statistical thing. Plus minus in hockey is wild though. If you're on the ice and your team scores, you get a plus for that. Even if you didn't do it, you just got to be on the ice. Oh, big chance here for HPU. Well covered, well dealt with by Luke Chandler.
Whoa.
Skills
How did he
from
touch that?
Knutson. Almost caught it with
Behind
his
his
back
back.
leg. Almost caught it with like his knee pit.
Yes, yeah. Wow.
So that goes away. It's kept in though by the Tigers. It's what they want. They want the game to keep going. Keep HPU scrambling
He's
up.
in.
Beautiful through ball. No. He's offside. Yeah, look, from our angle.
From our
looks
angle,
fine,
everything
but
looks
our
fine,
angle's
so.
atrocious. So always going to go with the assistant on that one. So offside. Chance to relieve some of the pressure because it's been consistent for Trinity. They had so many chances back to back to back to back to back. Finally got the goal from Suko. Then had another chance that, if not from just absolutely mind-blowing defensive work from Devin Connolly. God, I wish we were tracking his touches. Because man's been immense. Good through ball here. Big opportunity. Connolly, though, still standing in the middle. Standing up. Cleared away. Rule heads it down. Instrel for Knutson. Surprised he didn't look up for a shot.
I thought he might.
Instrel wanted a foul. He has a go at the referee there. Played on. This referee does like to let the game flow a lot. Through ball for Suko. Keeper comes out well and claims. Plays on quickly. I don't know if playing on quickly is necessarily the move for HBU.
No, I think you want to take some of the sting out of the game right now because everything's going Trinity's way at the minute. Whoa.
With their yellow jackets, so they don't want to take the sting out.
What a...
That was a beautiful sliding challenge from Hunter Kane.
He went full airborne.
That was stunning. He's having a good time. Having some banter with the assistant there too. So some changes for the Yellow Jackets. Cameron Phipps coming in and... Dylan Massengill coming in. 26 minutes to play. Trinity 3, Howard Payne 0 here on the Tiger Network. I'm Chris Hockman. With me is Scott Lieber. It's been an entertaining game. Could be a lot worse for Howard Payne if not for stunning work in goal.
And stunning work from Connolly, who
From
just
Connolly,
came
and
off looking
Connolly,
exhausted
yeah.
again.
Every time he's come off, he looks like he's climbed Mount Everest. Every single time. He looks like I used to look after a marathon. That's how much effort he's putting in. That was beautiful control from Ramirez. Goes out wide to Powell. He's in acres of space. He can swing it back. Goes far post. That's blocked. Great block from Rydell. Going to be a corner. Corner for the Tigers.
Yeah, it's hard to say, but I do think that with the trajectory of that original ball in and the way Hunter Kane hit it, I think that would have been going in if not for that almost immediate block there.
That's a great jump. It's a really great leap.
Gets hit right in the face.
Preemptive. It's
but
one of
he'll
those
take
ones
it.
to shake off. Look, you wear that as a badge of honor as a defender.
Yeah.
Swung in. Looping far post. Kane with his chest. Headed forward. Suko's trying to run under that. That's what that run does. It puts the pressure on, forces the clearance. And it's going to be another corner for Trinity.
And a clearance back towards your own goal, which is always really risky. If you put a defender in a space where they have to clear the ball facing their own net like that, you never know.
Yeah.
Could end up in the back of their own net.
No, that's what that pressure does from Suko. A lot of players would give up on that, not Suko. Corner comes in. Near post this time. Flicked on by John Conroll. It's spilled in.
Somehow.
No. Is it? Yes. I was trying to see if he'd called a foul or not because he was just pointing. It was hard to tell.
I think it's Donnelly. I don't know how he scored it.
Yeah, Donnelly with the goal. John Connorall's got a bit of a smile on his face like that was mine.
Yeah, he did. He was the one who added it first.
We're going to look at this because it just kind of spilled in.
I have no clue what happened.
John Connorall, good run. He runs in and then back out. That's the set play.
He flicked
on.
Chaos in the middle, and Donnelly
just taps it home after they just can't get it clear. And
Too many bodies.
Tapped home.
And look, that's what
the Tigers.
That's what that set piece does. They pile people into that 6-yard box, and it creates chaos like that. Chaos can lead to goals. I'll say as a center back that I would much rather guard an organized attack than a chaotic ball bouncing around in the middle and I have no idea what's happening.
And look, HBU had done their homework, so they knew about the short corner.
Yep.
And so the Tigers having to revert to this method, and it pays off for them. So you eliminate one angle and they'll just come back at the other. So really great work for the Tigers to have multiple options. But Donnelly, 3rd goal of the season, 7th of his career. The man from Northern Ireland, transferred from West Liberty. Of course, his dad, absolute icon at Cliftonville, played 600 games for a legendary club. It's a huge achievement. Cleared away by HPU. Back on it though, the Tigers. Got to be quick. Draws a corner. Mike Donnelly has one of the weirdest fun facts notes in his profile. Likes going to the gym. He likes it.
I like going to the gym.
You like it. Just,
Depends on what I'm lifting that day, though. Love a good chest day. Don't like leg day.
Leg day. No one likes leg day.
I don't do leg day that often, and I use the fact that I play soccer almost every single day of the week as my excuse to say, look, if I lifted legs, I would be too sore to practice as much as I do.
Yeah. That's why I don't do it. That's also my excuse.
The other one is you just say, I play soccer. My legs are in shape just from playing, so don't need to lift.
This is not the case for me with my chicken legs. I think my excuse is I'm pushing 40 and, I'm pushing 40 and my athletic days are done is my excuse. Throw in?
I don't know. My dad's 57 and he runs marathons. So
Look, I ran marathons. I've done the marathon. I ran ultra marathons, so I'm good.
my dad had this dream for a little bit that in Colorado Springs, there's Pikes Peak, famous mountain, 14,000 feet elevation. And there's a marathon, and they'll do a marathon on Saturday and a half marathon on Sunday, I believe. And the marathon is up and down Pikes Peak, and the half marathon is just up. And my dad told me, and he never did it because he had an injury right before he wanted to try and do it, but he wanted to try and set the over 55 record for combined time of running the two back-to-back days.
Still could. He's still over 55.
He still could.
Could still do it. Mr. Lebo, you could do it. I believe in you.
He's probably listening too.
I am. So my favorite thing about records, in like age group records, especially in like distance stuff, is you just get older, and that's how you break the records.
Yep.
You just wait.
No, that's my dad. He's just always constantly looking for which records he can break where for age group stuff. So.
I do have one record that will probably never be beaten. I was the youngest ever finisher of the Australian 50-kilometre national championships. It's a very small window that you have to break that record. I was 19. So, I was 19. I was definitely 19. As far as I know, I'm the only teenager to finish. So, a very long time ago. I got in with a bad crowd and started running ultra marathons as a teenager. So,
terrible crowd.
Terrible crowd. Yeah, don't hang out with ultra marathon runners; they'll get you into it.
No wonder you have so many health problems now.
Yeah, that's what it is.
Destroyed your body.
Just destroyed my body. Yes, yeah, I had hip surgery at 36. So, maybe don't run ultra marathons as a teenager. Pro tip. It's the Tigers working it forward now. Goes out wide, he's on. Beats his man, has a go. Keeper's up to that though.
It's a good effort. It's a really good effort from a tight angle there, and he does really well to create that space. Just a quick little touch inside opens it up for him. It's going to have to do better to beat the goalkeeper, Ugalde, who's had a great day.
Yeah, I mean, it's easy to look at the scoreline and be like, goalkeeper's had a great day. Yeah, he has. He really has. It would be 8 or 9.
Yeah.
If not for Ugalde in goal. He's done phenomenally well. He's made some incredible saves. Scoreline's harsh on him. Not harsh on Trinity. They've been good value for this 4. Cleared away. He's going to have a go. Blocked, appeals for a handball. You're never going to see that in 2024. It's going to go out for a throw. We're going to have that drinks break. So we will be right back as we have water break. Looks like it's going to be a replacement goalkeeper coming in for Howard Payne after the drinks break.
Both teams
Tinkis.
making goalkeeper changes then.
Yeah, that will be both teams having a different goalkeeper to finish the game. They're certainly not going to risk Sat Pathy.
No.
Why bother?
No, I see him on the bench. He looks all right.
He looks totally fine and very relaxed about not having to go. They do have one more goalkeeper they could run out, though. Aiden Roy. We saw the women go through all 3 goalkeepers today.
Yeah.
It was the first time, too. They hadn't subbed any of their goalkeepers all season. So, drinks break, much needed. 18:40 to go here in the second half. Trinity 4, HBU now. Look, reality is HBU probably aren't going to score 4 in the next 18 and a half minutes. But you get a goal back, and who knows? Who knows where you go from there? Of course, Trinity next up. They're just going up the road. They're going to Mary Hardin Baylor on the 20th.
Howard Payne will be in the 30s, Sterling Brent. Number 99, Donnelly Tinkis.
Just Remember saying they can't make the sub. Oh, because it's a Trinity throw. Although Trinity's going to make subs.
No, but the referee's not going to let Trinity sub right now just because subs arrive late. So no subs. Yeah, take the throw.
Yeah, so they're not going to let the subs in just basically because, yeah, they didn't report in time what subs they were making. You know what? That's fair. Referee's managing the game. It's fine. I'm sure the goalkeeper's not stoked about having to go back in. Oh, he's gone to ground. Played back! And it's a 5th. HPU are going to be annoyed they didn't get to make that goalkeeper change. 5 for the Tigers. Good cutback. That looks like Perryman with the goal. That's his first collegiate goal. He's been a big part of this team this season.
Yeah, he's had a lot of chances to score as well, so he'll be happy to finally get that first.
Just couldn't get it out. Keeper really making a nuisance of himself there, but a good pass back, which is the right decision.
Brilliant.
Perryman scores.
That's brilliant from Perales there. He's got the goalkeeper all over his back. He's under a lot of pressure there. Just holds off the goalkeeper really well. Lays it back to a teammate in Perryman and gets his assist.
Yeah, second assist of the season for Perales. Also the second of his career. So second assist of the season and the career. Used to play for the RGV FC Toros. May they rest in peace. Playing in that big soccer stadium in the sky now, the RGV Toros. But he used to travel from Corpus Christi to Edinburgh every other day to play for the Toros. Which is a bit of a drive. Not an insignificant drive. Blocked. So corner kick here for the Tigers. They actually joined from the Trinity Combine. This is where they spotted him. And came in, played in the Combine. Got picked up. There's a lot of that for college recruitment, going around different schools, playing in their combines, training in front of coaches. So corner for the Tigers, goes far post, he's leaned back, comes in, blocked off the line, another chance, they get it clear. Good work there for the Tigers, blocked again, goes down, has a go. Cleared away again by Howard Payne. It's been tight. They've done well there. A lot of chances. Throw in for the Tigers. Which again, a lot of chances back to back that Howard Payne deal with well. Just a good defence, some good goalkeeping have kept this to 5. This could have been much worse for Howard Payne. By Whitwell, goes wide to O'Brien. Back to Whitwell. Good space there. There's a lung-busting run from Herrera. Defensively, Mayfield. Switches across. Looks up, has a go. Took a touch. So it's going to be a corner kick.
Yeah, early shout from the Trinity bench said corner, and the referee agreed.
That was Kate Dugan with that shot.
This is where the chaos started last time. There's a long spell where Howard Payne couldn't get it out of their third. See if Trinity can do it again, maybe get it in.
Yeah, it's been a fairly dominant performance from Trinity. If not for some brave defending, brave goalkeeping, they'd have been in a much better position even. Just played a little long, so it's going to be a goal kick for the Yellow Jackets. Sub's going to come in. Looks like it's going to be Colby Larder, who did have a really good chance at the first half. Look, we did see 4 goals scored very quickly for the Tigers in the first game. So who knows? Because there's that reminder of the Tigers' appearances in the Final Four. 2007, their most recent. They'll be eager to change that. Tigers working up the left this time, just passing it around. Look, would they like a goal? Sure. Do they need a goal? No. But another pretty good weekend for the Tigers. Take a look, there's 1 to go, and then conference play where they'll come in obviously as the favourites again to win the SCAC Championship, although they were runners-up last year. So they'll be really hungry. Just across the face. Yeah, Tigers runners-up of SCAC last year, the tournament at Sabercats Park in Houston. They will be eager to win that. Their last season, their last chance to win it.
I haven't won it since I've been here.
Well, there's a talking point. Can't talk too loudly about that one, Scott.
I know.
I'm going to start blaming you.
Well, I'm not the only one. There's a fair few of the people in my grade.
That's why they've been trying to take you out on the sideline.
Luke Chandler's been aiming for me.
Luke Chandler's just thinking, you know what? Maybe it's Scott's fault. I haven't won since I've been back from Florida, so, you know.
Could be any number of these guys' fault that are in my class, so.
It's probably St. Thomas's fault, really, let's be honest. Ball comes in. Oh, it's a good save. Needed to be, but the rebound's put away.
What a hit.
Good strike from Samuel Theis. Makes it 6.
Wow. That was a firecracker.
Samuel Theis scores his 2nd goal of his career. As I'll have a look. As the ball comes out to him. Keeper set too. Great strike. Powerful, well placed. 2nd goal of the season for him, also the 2nd goal of his career. Transferred in from San Diego. He has 2 conference championships at San Diego. So maybe that's he's got him in his bag.
Maybe. But yeah, no, gets so much power behind that effort. You said goalkeeper set, there's defenders in the way, none of it matters because that was an absolute rocket. Nobody was stopping it.
So 6-0. 1 behind what the score was in the women's game.
They're trying to catch him. You said it.
Catch him.
They want the highest scoring win of the
season. Yeah.
The season.
They had it at 6. This is the 2nd time they've been 6-0 up this season. They beat Berry 6-0 on the 8th. Now looking for a 7th, maybe even an 8th.
It's been a really dominant second half from them as well. Not many touches in the defensive third for them. Just building up pretty much the entirety of the half.
Yeah, I think the game slowed down a bit as well in the second half, which has really favored Trinity a little bit. Theis, the recent goal scorer, back on the ball. Goes out wide. Has a go. Tapped home. It's a brace for Perryman.
And goalkeepers asking questions of his defense there because Perryman found such a big pocket of space in the box there. He was so open. Look at how much space he has here. Between the two center backs, that's where he picks up. And as a defender, you can't be letting that happen. It's either got to be the defender in front dropping back to mark or the defender behind coming across. And most of the time, it should be the defender behind because you don't have eyes in the back of your head. You can't know there's a player standing with that much space behind you.
So second goal of the night for Perryman. Assist goes to Ty Jarrett, second of the season, third in his career. That was just a pinpoint pass from Ty Jarrett, so right between two defenders for Perryman. Second goal of the season, second goal of the day. You can bet he's hungry now. He wants that hat trick.
He's trying to catch up to Payne and Knutson.
Perales tries to turn, sent back. It's going to be a corner. Yes, so a corner for Trinity. 7-0 now for Trinity. Again, just quick goals taking the game away.
So remind me, what was the score of the game on Friday?
This Friday?
Yep, this past Friday. Was it 2 or 3-0?
I want to say it was 2.
So
There might have been a late third.
That's why I'm wondering if they're 1 goal away from their second straight weekend with 10 goals, or they've already done it, which either way, absolutely impressive. Could be 20 goals in 4 games for Trinity, which is unbelievable.
Headed in, just goes across the face though. Swung to the far post, headed down. Can't find the back of that Trinity bench already going up as if it's gone in. I'm pulling it up. My memory should be better than this.
Mine too. I'm disappointed in myself.
Look, when there's been this many goals in this many weeks.
Yeah, that's true.
2-0. It was 2-0. So they're.
I mean, 14 goals today. So.
Oh, it was nearly there. The Tigers just can't put it away. Just pokes it wide.
No, that would have been the goal that sent the bench into craze. Despite the fact that being the 8th goal, it would have been Zach Anderson on the finish. And he is maybe the team favorite in terms of nicest presence in the locker room. Just such a great guy. So everybody wants him to score, and everybody sees him get that opportunity, and they're ready to rush the field to go celebrate.
Which we saw.
Number 7, top of the box.
But yeah, Zach Anderson, big opportunity there. I mean, it's frustrating HPU coaching staff because there's just been some basic defensive errors that have led to these goals.
Yeah, well, and
these opportunities.
I think as the game has gone on, HPU have kind of gone to sleep defensively, lost some of that motivation, and we've seen it go the opposite way where young players come in, young players get opportunities, and they play really well. I think today it's just a lack of motivation. It's hard to stay motivated when you're up or when you're down by so much.
So a goal kick there, though, for HPU. Take the little wins. 10 minutes to go. 7-0 Trinity over HPU. And it's going to be interesting. Tuesday afternoon, I go on vacation, and the poll comes out. So we will see. It's just another statement win from the Tigers. They received votes is their ranking right now. They didn't end up in the top 25. Beautiful run there from Lara, who's been a key in a lot of attacking things they've done. Quit away.
That's the speed and quickness of Ty Jarrett. That's what he brings. He's so dynamic.
Forced them all the way back into the half. We're going to have a line change here for the Tigers. It's going to be a goalkeeper change, so we are going to get all 6 goalkeepers in today for the Tigers.
Some great stats today. 15 goals, 6 goalkeepers for the Tigers. A lot of minutes for new players.
Yeah, I've got a lot of players coming in now. I do need to see if anybody's checking these numbers.
There's a debut.
I was going to say, we've probably got a debut coming up.
Filippo Gamborto. I don't know how to say his last name 100% confidently, but that's a debut for him. Know that for sure.
Yeah, that is true. That is definitely a debut.
I think today was the first time he ever dressed. He came up to me before the game, gave me a hug, was very happy to be dressed, and happy to see him getting minutes in his first ever time. So, and Aiden Perales scores his first.
Perales puts it away. That's 8. So that means it's 2 consecutive weeks where the Tigers have scored 10.
In for the Tigers, 33, Brandon Saunders. 25, Ethan Cowley. 24.
I believe it's also Aiden Roy's debut. We're going to look at this one though. Keeper came, just punched it right
That's a great touch as well.
into the path of Perales. Beautiful finish as well. He is in midair when he hits that. Aiden Perales puts it away. First goal of the season for him and first goal of his career. Puts it away. So 2 straight weeks where the Tigers have scored 10 on the weekend. Okiti gets his first touch. Over the top, headed back to the keeper. And so with that 8 as well, that's the highest score of the season for either the men or the women. So that record goes back to the men.
And it's 10 goals.
10 goals on the weekend against. It's 20 goals in 2 weekends. They're not done yet. 7.5 minutes to go. They could be in 11th. And look, you know, the vote comes on Tuesday. The results are on Tuesday. We will see who is, I think one of the challenges is that Paul McGinley is one of the voters and doesn't, is on the ranking committee, and so doesn't like sort of showing favoritism at all. So, you know, but all the USC members vote, so we will see. We'll see where they end up. But right now they're in as received votes, so we'll see where they go from here. But I suspect there's going to be a number next to Trinity's name next week. Still haven't got my hands on that new AI system though, so I don't know what their, I can't even remember what it's, NPI? I think is what it's called.
I think so. I think the equivalent in high school is called RPI, so I wouldn't be surprised if it's NPI.
I think it's called NPI. And so the that's what's going to decide the at-large berths. Decent hit, you know. Really good strike, good effort. Just went over the bar. He doesn't seem super happy with it, but that was a good shot. That's not bad. Curled it, just couldn't get it down enough, could Xavier Saldana. So, keeper's going to send it long. There's Aiden Roy. Might be believe that's his first goal kick in college soccer.
A lot of firsts right now for some of these players. I think we got 2 debutants right now.
I believe so. Oh, that's calm. Under a bit of pressure. A little over 5 minutes to go. It's now 8-0 for the Tigers. Okiti was definitely not expected to get on the field.
Yeah, he might be a third.
Headed on, blocked. Keeper claims well. Gets a big cheer from the bench. The Tigers in control. They're definitely making a statement today. Working down the left, going forward. Perryman wants it because he wants a hat-trick. Tigers appealing because they thought he was nudged off the ball in the back. Might have a case there. Cut back for Whitwell. Yeah, I don't think they're going to be able to get Perryman off if they want to. Don't think they're going to make any changes for the rest of the game, though. Slid in, didn't quite get there. Beautiful ball lifted over the sliding defender. Defender took a 2 bite to the cherry to clear it, but he does well to get it clear. Ball goes out for a throw for the Tigers. Just taking a little bit of time to get the ball back as it took a nasty bounce off the bleacher. And up there. I feel like we need to name those bleachers one day. Goes out wide. Good work there from Gambakota. He's gonna keep it in. Won a throw. Good work from him. The Italian went to the International School of Basel. There he is on the ball. Cut back. Headeds. Keeper's gonna get there though. Fun fact: Basel. Airport for Basel was in France. It's not even in Switzerland. When you come out, there's a sign that says France this way, Switzerland this way. Because Switzerland's not in the EU, so completely different rules.
Tom Whitwell again picking up this defensive midfield role. He's typically a center back, but they're trying him there a few games in a row now.
Yeah, he's been doing well in that position. Good cutback. He's got a chance. Just wanted another touch. Blocked. Missed the cross. Cleared away. Maybe a chance here on the counter for the Yellow Jackets. There's runners coming. Really good run. He's going to get a foul. He was hit after. So free kick for HPU just inside the Tigers' half. Maybe a chance to send it forward, get a goal.
Yeah, they've got a lot of subs on the field, a lot of young players who would love to get their name in the stats.
Definitely. Big opportunity for that here with 2 minutes to go. Look, obviously it's not going to impact the game, but hey, you want to get goals. It's a decent ball. Good headed away though. Ball was good. Just a complete height mismatch there from the Tigers.
Yeah, well, it's Ethan Cowdery, who is 6'6", 6'7". Yeah, 6'7". So he's a massive figure in that box to go and win balls out of the air.
Yeah, he makes anybody look short. He's got a foot on me, so you know. Flick forward. It's notable. San Antonio is, on the whole, a pretty short city, so you know. Got a big chance here. There's runners coming, a little selfish for me. He had 3 players crashing the net. He had players crashing the net and he went for it himself. I get it. The game's gone. You're not going to win, but could have been one there. So Yellow Jackets maybe with a chance. Appeal for an offside, not given.
Great tackle.
Beautiful challenge. I believe that was Okiti. No, it was Gabakota with the challenge.
And he's been good right to start for his debut. He's been really good. Maybe trying to make a statement. Should be dressed a little bit more.
Perryman has run so hard. He wants that hat trick. He's got 30 seconds to find it. He's going to be screaming to get the ball long here. 13 seconds. He's going to hold it for at least 6 of these.
9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4.
Sent long. That's going to be it. So Trinity Tigers win this one 8 over HPU. 8-0. 8 goals for the Tigers. There's your stats. 38 shots. 18 on. 1 save to 8. 14 fouls apiece, 5 offsides. It's just going to be a factor of having so much attacking opportunities. 10 corners to 3. They scored from them. 8 goals in this one. We're not going to show you all 8, but we are going to show you the second half. It was flicked on by John Connerall and stabbed home. Well done. Just get in the way, make a nuisance of yourself, put it away. Then this one came through, sucked the defender in, and then very smart to play it back to give Perryman the goal. Spilled by the keeper. Beautiful hit from Weiss. Just came on it, hit it powerfully in midair. Really great signal too that I'm only just noticing on that replay from Perryman for his brace. They signaled for the ball, put it exactly in the right spot. 8-0. Tigers win 8-0. Just a phenomenal performance from both Trinity teams. What do you say, combined 15 goals tonight. Just a phenomenal game. Phenomenal work from Trinity. They've given the people making the polls this week something to think about. So we're off next week. We will be back. Our next game here on Tiger Network is the 28th. It's going to be the Tigers men against Shriner. Just a one-off game on a Saturday. So I hope you join us there next week. All the Trinity teams on the road. It's just a football game as far as I know here. So we'll see you then. We'll see you on the 20th. I've been Chris Hockman. With me has been Scott Lieber. Thank you so much for joining us. And we'll see you next time.